Empire is doomed.
You chump.
The first boss you'll encounter is HXI Juggernaut, and this is actually a pretty tough boss for the instance, I felt. And from Ascending Order, his most important ability that he's going to have is Energy Discharge. When he does this, he'll say something about pulling energy from the generator. And you'll see him draw energy in, like right now. You're seeing it right now. So then he'll spit this out in 4 corners away from him at 90-degree angles, and it's a channeled dot. So if you stand in the channeled lightning, he's about to do it right now, you'll get juiced, like right there. You saw my shield absorb 2 hits, and I took one of the hits. It's about 2,000 to 3,000 on cloth, so it's about once per second. You don't want to stand in that. One of the bugs we found that our tank found about that is, and you'll see it later in the video, he stands in one of the lightning bolts, but he doesn't, it's on his screen, it doesn't look like he's standing in it. Just watch to see if you're taking that damage. If you see yourself taking damage, move to the left or right. And that's why it's good to have strafe on the left or right. Second up, he throws down an energy circle, and you'll see it on the ground. It just looks like in a little AoE patch. It's going to do damage in this circle. Just move out of it. It's really easy to see. Sometimes he'll throw it up while he's doing an energy burst like he is now. And see, our tank just stood in the energy burst, so he kind of got juiced. So you're going to want to move out of that patch. And it's really obvious. Just move to the left or right again. But don't move into one of the energy beams. Third, he'll do a grapple. And a grapple is when he pulls someone and it basically just throws people around the room. It's more of an annoyance than anything else. It will interrupt your spells. If you're a healer trying to cast a big heal or something, you're going to have to recast your heal quickly. See, he just did it to me right there. So that's pretty much this fight. He does have an enrage timer. Oh, there's that circle on the ground. He cast 2 of them on me at the same time. So don't stand in those. It looks like they blow up as well. That's pretty much this fight. He does have an enrage timer, so you're going to want to burn him down as fast as you can, and DPS try to stay on him. A lot of this fight is the heals. For healing, I did throw down a lot of AoE circle heals in the center, and since we have people just kind of bunched up on that heal, and in between discharges, you can heal up your party that way, whoever got stuck inside the discharge. So as you can see, our tank even went down, and I just healed through it. So that's pretty much this fight. Let's go to the next one.
That was not even...
Next up, we have a mini-boss, Major Alvina. Major Alvina has 2 droids as her partners, and what you need to do, if you can, is CC both of the droids and burn down Major Alvina. Major Alvina doesn't hit very hard and doesn't seem to have really any special abilities, just kind of burn her. Is it her? I don't know. It looks like a her. Burn her down fast, and really there's not much to worry about. Now, what you need to worry about, well, not really worry about, is each time one of the droids dies, a group of ads will spawn on the side of the droid that died. So you need to kill those ads. The DPS needs to kill those ads as soon as possible. As a healer, what I did is I drop a Force Storm on. There's a group of them are 2 strongs, and the other group are 3 weaks. The 3 weak mobs, I threw it on a Force Storm to stun them, and that helped us out a lot, and you'll see that in a minute. So you've seen we've already burned down Major Alvina, and now we're burning on the first droid there. It's really not much to this fight. It's a mini-boss because you only receive, I think, 1 crystal from this boss fight, or from this fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So see my CC dropped. It doesn't really matter because we just killed the other droid. So once this side adds are these 2 strong mobs. They hit pretty hard for strong mobs, but they're still not that big a deal. Just AoE them down and, you know, jack them up. The healer's going to have to pay special attention right here. This is probably the heaviest DPS of the whole encounter, is when those 2 ads spawn. So there you can see this fight's pretty much over, and there's not much else to stay, so we're gonna, well, let's just wait to see what happens here. I like to use this AoE healing a lot. It is a little bit more force intensive, but it keeps everybody, it takes out the surprise. See, there I go, I just kind of AoE those guys down. Takes the surprise out of the fight, so let's go to the next boss. So here we've come down the ramp from that last mini-boss there, and we've turned to the right. And this is kind of a pointless piece right here. But you'll see that we turn to the right again after this. And there's a little hidden chest down there, down with a blue piece of loot. And it's just kind of an extra bonus loot, if you will. So just killed a couple guys that are in there and get yourself some bonus loot. Just wanted to show you where it was. Let's get to the next boss. So the next boss fight here is Sakon Donair, and he is a champion Jedi, and he's with 2 Jedi healers that are not CCable. Now, the first thing you need to do is burn down the healers as quickly as possible. Drop all your cooldowns and just burn them down, especially the first healer. The heals they cast are interruptible, so anything you can do to interrupt the heals is what you need to do on this fight. After that, Sakon is really pretty basic. He does have a force pushback that will interrupt casting, and that's really not that big of a deal. But what will happen if you don't kill the healers? You can see right here, the healers will shield himself from being interrupted and will cast a heal on him, making this fight a lot more difficult. So this fight was actually pretty easy. I couldn't even believe that he was an actual major boss in this instance. He's not that hard at all. So anyway, let's get to the next boss. So next up is another mini-boss, Lieutenant Manaris, sorry. Manaris remains so he will not move around and just stands in one spot. You need to CC his elite friend before you start the fight, or as you start the fight. And also as you're walking in, you'll see our DPS is AoEing down, or just taking down those weak mobs to get their DPS out of the picture. Now, the one thing that Manaris does do is he drops those AoE flame canisters. And it's kind of like Black Talon in that regard, one of the bosses there. And your tank can stand in one of those, and you could probably heal through it, but he cannot stand in 2. And if they overlap, he really needs to move out of the way because those will jack people up pretty bad. He also is doing a flamethrow ability there. That is a cone attack. People need to get out of that if they can to avoid getting damaged. You can throw circles of healing down to negate the flame canisters that are being dropped, but again, that damage is going to build up. So please, you need to tell people to move out of it if they can. Once you kill Manaris, just take down his little buddy. He's pretty easy. I don't even think he has any special abilities. Just tank and spank. So that's pretty much Manaris, the mini boss. Get a crystal off of him. Let's go to the next boss. The next boss is Chief Engineer Kells, and this boss is actually a bonus boss, and it's unlocked by the Vanguard's bonus quest, the staged quest that opens up when you first get into this instance. The first stage is to kill 50 crew members, second stage to kill 10 Jedi, and the third stage is to shut down the reactor, which is sitting right behind Chief Engineer Kells here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is burn down his droids. There is a Titan Rage Timer on this fight, and so you're going to want to burn them down as quickly as possible, mark them and focus fire them down, and burn all your cooldowns to kill them quickly. What Kells will be doing throughout the entire fight is charging up those energy cores as you see him doing. It's usually between 2 or 3 of the cores, and it's at random. And he does it quite often. You can see there's a text message when he does it. What will happen is then those columns will emit bursts of energy, which will do about 1,500 damage on cloth, and will also push you around the room. And that's actually the more annoying piece, is it'll interrupt spells. So if you're trying to do a heal, like you see my heal circle I was trying to cast there, it'll interrupt. So just cast your spell again. What I felt was best to heal through those bursts is just put a circle of healing down, as you see in AoE heals, and keep shields up on everybody. And that pretty much, the ticks from the healing was faster than the damage from those bursts, so it didn't really. Those really were inconsequential. The second ability he does is to put a reflective shield on himself and one of his droids. And what this will do is, once he puts one of these on, puts those shields on, is part of the damage that you do is reflected back, and so you'll have to pay attention to that and heal your party accordingly. Now, I didn't really notice it because I was using these Revivification Circle of AoE heals. They were a little mana intensive, so you can see me converting health to mana quite often in this fight. Other than that, this fight is very easy. I felt it was very easy to keep everybody up just because I was using the AoE heal. So lastly, you're going to burn down Kells, and he's pretty easy to burn down. At this point, it's pretty much a sure win as long as you've burned him down before the enraged timer. So that's this fight, and enjoy your loot. Let's get to the next one.
Reflective, so it was pounding us with our own damage.
So here's the last boss fight, which is Commander Jorlin and friends.
Here we go.
Now, there is an enraged timer, so DPS as hard and fast as you can. This is the most difficult encounter in the Flashpoint. So what we decided to do here as a strategy is kill the medical officer first because she does healing. And so you're going to want to stick to her and do DPS, and everybody should interrupt her as much as possible. She will try to heal herself. Next, we will kill Massey because he has the shield up on Jorland, and Jorland is undamageable until the shield drops. So throughout the fight, Jorland is going to shoot AoE grenades on the party. It does about 200 damage on cloth. It will hit everybody in the party. If you have ranged DPS, they can try to stay out of the AoE damage. What we decided to do is have everybody stand real close and just throw down that AoE heal circle. And also, I was throwing shields up on everyone to try to lessen that damage. This worked pretty well. As you can see, we killed the medical officer quite easily. Next up, we have Massey will drop his threat table and attack people at random. The tank can taunt him back. Just going to have to heal through that. He does quite a bit of damage. If you saw previously, he was doing he was hitting me for 600, and then doing some of his attacks were doing 1800. Once the medical officer is dead, the tank will pull Massey to the side of the room so that Jorland's AoE doesn't hit everyone. I don't think we were actually out of the range in this part of the fight. All I did was throw down this AoE circles of healing and put up shields on people, and it seemed to be enough. The AoE does about 2,000 damage to cloth, like I was saying, and so that circle of healing pretty much will heal up your party through that damage. Will heal through that damage. Now, again, that is very force intense. As you can see here, I'm converting health to force. So once Massey dies, Jorland's shield drops, and then you can actually damage him. Burn him down as fast as you can, again, to avoid the enrage timer. All the DPS should be able to focus him down without moving, and you need to make sure that you keep everybody up at this point. He will continue to do his AoE. He also does a force push that pushes everybody away, or he just pushes everybody back, and it basically just interrupts your casting. So that's pretty much this fight. It's pretty easy. I didn't think it was that hard, and everybody complains about it, but I thought it was pretty easy. So that's all the bosses of this instance. If you like this video, please like and comment and favorite, and subscribe for more of these hard mode guides.